Hello, everybody. I have with me today Jennie. She's one of our journal authors. And Jennie, if you could just tell us a little bit about yourself and the article that you wrote and why you felt it was important.
Sure. Thanks for the invitation, Sharon. My name is Jennie Mollica, and I wrote the article called Opening Doors to Apprenticeship for English Language Learners. The topic is very close to my heart. I've been an English language teacher for many years in many contexts, and I've also done a good amount of work in workforce development. And that workforce development work has exposed me to this world of apprenticeship, which I think for many reasons is a very, very strong workforce training model. It's obviously been used widely around the world, and it's getting more and more attention in the United States at the federal level and also at many state offices of apprenticeship. And it's beginning to be introduced more and more in our community colleges. The adult schools and many providers of adult education are not always in those conversations about apprenticeship. And this struck me because it seems to me that for many reasons, apprenticeship and other models of training that incorporate work-based learning, a lot of hands-on, on-the-job training, and immediate employment with income are really the kind of models that I want our English language learners to have access to. And I know there's often a need for English learners to focus on English before they go into job training programs. However, more and more our adult educators are testing and learning about models that integrate English language with vocational training. And so I asked myself, why isn't this happening in apprenticeship, or is it? Are apprenticeship programs intentionally making themselves accessible to English learners and doing this by using some of the best adult education practices that we know? So I set out just to interview as many people as I could to learn about, first of all, are these sorts of apprenticeship programs happening and serving English learners? If they are, what can we learn about promising practices in this area? And then what would it take to scale this sort of program? And so I had just a fascinating series of interviews. People were very generous with their time and shared all sorts of areas of work that are going on. And I found that there are programs, but there aren't many, and they're few and far between. Pre-apprenticeships or apprenticeships that are intentionally using adult education practices like integrated education and training, building in supports for English learners, and making the apprenticeship training accessible. But my article goes over a few of what I found to be some of those effective practices, and then it also just tries to sum up some of the things I think I heard from those I interviewed about ways we could do more in this area. And so I was just overjoyed to have a chance to publish the article in the COABE journal, because I'm very interested in the response of practitioners, of teachers, of people in the adult education world to how adult education can be at the table when good quality apprenticeship programs are being designed and delivered.
Excellent. And so, Jennie, what is the main takeaway or takeaways that you hope our readers will have when they read your article?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think adult education has a lot of the tools that are needed for apprenticeship to be accessible to English language learners in particular, and others who are still building their basic skills. So I think the main message I hoped would be taken away by readers of the COABE journal is just that there's an important role for adult education here, and there are very creative ways that adult educators can participate in these conversations about apprenticeship. And they might not be tables that we're traditionally at, but if we can be part of the conversations, we can sit with employers and unions and apprenticeship programs that exist or apprenticeship programs under development, and we can share ways that English learners can be successful in job training, or ways that supports can be layered on to existing apprenticeship programs, or pre-apprenticeships can prepare people with some of the specific English skills they need to do well in the workplace, or workplace programs can give a little extra support, maybe through bilingual support or through support that's sensitive to their English learning needs, even on the job. So I want the message to be out there that it's the creativity of English language teachers, adult education programs that that can really enhance a lot of these apprenticeship programs that are growing now and that we hope to see growing more across the country.
Wonderful. So ladies and gentlemen, Jennie Mollica, check out her article on the COABE Journal. You can go to www.coabe.org and click on the journal and check out her article today. Thank you, Jennie.
Thank you.